Hey, happy hump day. It's a hump day, man. We're going over the hump. Happy hump day. Happy hump day to you, wherever you at. And thank you. Thank you for watching this video. Yeah, I'm coming to you once again. You know what? I think I will start doing most of my my videos in English. So some of my friends at work especially will understand what message I'm putting across, because now we have a lot of my African brothers and sisters working with me right here, and they want to know what my message is all about. I mean, though they know it's political, African politics, I mean, sometimes world politics, American politics, whatever, they don't really get a message when, of course, when I use our local Ghanaian language. So I'll do my best. To, do most of my videos in English. Sometimes I just don't want to sound like some Obroni Petebi, So I just want to use my language. But in order to reach a larger audience, I think I'll try and use the English language more often. Yeah, what are we talking about today? Please pay me some attention, okay? Because what we're discussing here is serious, or whatever I'm bringing to you here is serious. You may think it's not serious, but I think it's very serious. I think is it 3 days ago, one of my senior brothers at work, when I say my senior brother, I mean my African brothers at work, we were discussing American politics, and this is an older guy. I think he's about 10 years or 15 years older than I am. I think maybe 10 years or 15 years. Well, I don't know his age, but he's older than I am, a much older guy. He came to me and he was like, oh, Trump this, Trump that. I'm like, bro, what has Trump done? Tell me, what has Trump done? He said, oh, the immigration situation, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, bro, big brother, left to me alone, all of us, all Africans, we should be sent back to our continent. All Africans. Ask me why. I mean, why should anybody be mad? If you are from Africa, why should you be mad at Trump? Trump is not the leader of Africa continent. Trump is not the leader of Ghana. Trump is not the leader of Nigeria. He's not the leader of Cameroon. If we have any anger, if we want to vent, we should vent. Our anger should go towards the leaders in Africa. If we are angry, we shouldn't direct our anger at Mr. Trump, Papa Trump. No. We should not direct our anger at President Trump, because he's not the president of Africa. Huh? If as Africans, I'm telling you, I mean, you can say whatever you want, but this is a fact. If as Africans, we are lucky to be in America, we are just lucky. We should take advantage of the opportunities, improve on our lives, and do what we got to do. But you should not, I mean, you cannot blame President Trump for anything. He's not responsible for you. America is a free nation, free whatever, and all of that. Fine. But let's ask ourselves, I mean, how angry are we towards our African leaders? How angry are we? If our African leaders, I've said this before, and we'll keep saying it, we'll keep drumming it into some of your ears, because it seems you don't get the message. If our African leaders, if they care about the continent, me and you from Africa, we shouldn't be in America hustling. We should not be in America hustling. If we are coming to America, we should come for a vacation. Maybe some weekend we come for a party, whatever. Then we go back to our African countries. If our African leaders, they cared about the African continent, if we have any anger, we should direct it towards the leadership of Africa, not President Trump. Not President Trump. Let's look at this scenario. Why is it that African leaders, when they are sick, they travel to Europe, they travel to America, they go to Asia? for medical attention. Why? Is that not an insult to all of us? Is that not an insult to all of us? I mean, from the African continent. What is it that Africa lacks, such that we cannot build modern hospitals? We have African doctors, African healthcare professionals all over the world. So it's not a question of we lack the human resource or we lack the manpower. We don't lack anything. It's leadership. It's leadership that Africa will lack. So if we are angry, if you are in America, you are angry at Donald Trump, there is no reason for you to be angry at Donald Trump. If you have any anger, direct it to your African leaders. If they care about the African continent, like I said earlier, why should they be traveling outside of the African continent to seek medical care? Why can't we as Africans build better hospitals in Africa? If we mean well for the continent, if the African leaders, they mean well for the continent, nobody will travel outside of the continent of Africa to seek medical attention. It is an insult to all of us. They say what? Health is wealth, right? Health is wealth. So if the African leaders, they don't care about the health of Africans, they don't care about us. And you don't need me to tell you. You already know that. We already know the African leaders, they don't care about the continent. But because we've all taken sides, I'm from this tribe, I'm from that tribe, I'm from this tribe, I'm from that tribe. So if our presidents are even doing the wrong things, we still support them. In Ghana, they are using galamsey to destroy our waters. People are suffering different kinds of kidney diseases. But we still support them. We still support MPP. We still support NDC. At the end of the day, when they are sick, they travel outside of the country, Ghana, to seek medical attention somewhere. So if you are Ghanaian, you are Nigerian, you are Cameroonian, you are from whichever African country, you are living in America, and you think President Trump is doing something wrong, you check yourself. You don't have any right to be angry at President Trump. He's not your president. You are from Africa. We are from Africa. We are here for economic reasons. If we have any anger, let's direct our anger. Let's put it at the doorstep of our African leaders. Why should they be traveling outside of the continent for medical attention? Why? 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 It's high time we put this tribalism behind us and confront all our issues that we have squarely. We face our issues head on. Let's tell these leaders in their faces. I mean, the journalists who are supposed to be the gatekeepers of whatever, they are not even doing their work. Because we all become praise singers. These journalists, all of them have become praise singers. We should question if we have, anybody to question. It's African leaders. We should question them. Why do they have to travel outside of Africa for medical attention? Why can't we build better hospitals in Africa? Why can't we build better? Today I read in the news that America has reviewed their visa, for Ghanaians. Like, they are no more given 5 years and all of 1 year, whatever. They're just giving 3 months for visitors visa, and people are up in arms. Why would you want to be up in arms? Let's fight so that our continent is built to the level of developed nations. And this is very doable. This is very doable. Africans, we are smart, we are strong, we are tough. So what are we lacking now? We have all the raw materials. All that we are lacking is leadership. And we are not getting the honest, selfless leadership that we need because we are not looking the right way. We have allowed tribalism and all of that to just blind us. Let's start making the right choices. Let's forget about tribalism, religion. Let's look at competence. Let's look at competence. Ghanaians, I've been saying this. I mean, you know where I stand. Left to me alone, the MPP party is collapsed so that we have a different party formed from the MPP party. And I've suggested it here. Mr. Jako, the former energy minister, Ken Japan, Nana Kwame Bediako, Kantanka, Dr. Frimpong Boateng, and Mr. Alan. They should form a new party that will be focused on, building the country and also, of course, help to build the African continent. If where the Osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah started us from, if we even sustained that, Ghana would have been somewhere. Ghana would have been somewhere. All the factories, the hospitals. Which hospital in Ghana comes close to the Kolebu Teaching Hospital? Which hospital? Tell me. But this was built how many years ago? So many decades ago. So when you compare the vision of the Osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah to the subsequent governments, I mean the leaders of the governments that we had, then you see that the Osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah was thinking about the people. He cared about the health of the people. He cared about the health of the people. Any leader who cares about the health of his followers, his people, it means the leader cares about the people. Because health is wealth. But this present government that we've had, NDC, MPP, and almost 4 decades, they don't care about our health. If they care about our health, they will make sure that we have better hospitals, better clinics. Look, the cocoa clinic that is in Ghana, who are those who have access to the cocoa clinic? Is it the poor farmer? No. But we call it cocoa clinic. From whose sweat is that cocoa clinic built? From whose sweat? From the poor cocoa farmer. But they don't even have access to the cocoa clinic. They don't even have access to good health care centers in their villages. Massa, it's high time we got, our brains working. I don't know. It seems our brains are kind of like, it's become solidified. It's not working. And stop blaming President Trump. President Trump has done nothing to you. If you have any blame, put it squarely at the doorstep of the African leadership. Put it squarely at the doorstep of the African leaders. If you have any anger or any blame or whatever. So if you are lucky to be in America, be in Europe, whatever, don't say they are making their immigration system strong. Left to me alone, they should sack all of us, citizens, permanent resident, whatever. Everybody go to your continent. Go and build your continent. Why can't we also build our continent? Then people will say, oh, black people build America, black people did this. Your ancestors built America. What have you built in Africa? As an African, how have we helped to build the African continent? How have we helped to build the African continent? We sit down and we are so happy to see our leaders travel outside for medical, and we don't see anything wrong with it. We don't see anything wrong with it. If they care, they will all use the same healthcare facilities that we have. The politicians, the religious leaders, the traditional leaders, the businessmen, they are those tasked with the development of our country. So if the politician, the religious leaders, the traditional leaders, all their cronies, and they are all traveling outside to seek medical attention, that means they don't care about the people, because they always know where they can go to get the best of whatever they want. Is that how we build a society? That's not how we build a society. So stop blaming Donald Trump, that Donald Trump is this, Donald Trump is that. Donald Trump has done nothing to you. President Trump owes no African nothing. If anything, our African leaders, they owe us. We cannot put our blame on President Trump. No. So get that right. Well, that's it. I got to run back to work. So I'll leave you here. Leave me your comments. Let's have some of these discussions, okay? Let's have some of these discussions. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Let's stop thinking somebody, no white man owes any black man nothing. We owe ourselves to build our continent. And that's the fact. Take it or leave it. We're tired of this racism, immigration. Why can't we build our continent? My brothers, my sister, why? Because we are all hypocrites on the African continent. Everybody thinking about tribe. Where did the tribe get us? Where did the religion get us? Nowhere. And that's a fact. Agree or disagree with me, that is a fact. That is a fact. Well, thank you for watching. I have to run. So, like we always end, if you drink, don't drive. If you drive, don't drink. Don't eat too much. Once in a while, you fast so that your body will also use some of the stored energy, okay? Eat healthy, cut down on the processed foods, and what? If you have something that you can do to help your community, don't hesitate. Just do it, okay? And what? Peace and love to you. You bring the other half to make it full. I'm out. Love you. Bye-bye.